Art is exciting. If you love what you feel like when you are inspired, you put it on paper, you sing, you perform, you sit with your spirit, you listen, you write, you're a poet. You love to share what you love to do with others. If you love that, you're in the right place. My name is Netrit, and I have designed this podcast because art excites me. I love to sing. I love to dance. I love poetry. I love to write. I love to sit and I listen when my spirit sends me messages. I love to share it with you. And this is Prophetic Art. Prophetic Art is a podcast where I will be diving deep in poetry therapeutics, art therapeutics, such as expressionism, abstract expressionism, realism, music, and all of those things that make your spirit feels alive. So, a little bit about me. I am a Jamaican, originally from Jamaica. I came to the States at a young age as a teenager. And after living in the States, I joined the military after I graduated high school. And if you know me previously, you might also recognize that my name, I also go by the name of Shakira. So you might know me by the name of Shakira. My Kemetic name is Netrit Nu Akhu. I am an alternative healing practitioner. So I also own a health and wellness business. This is my channel where I'll be sharing all of my artistic knowledge and intuitive inspired information from downloads that I received, channel messages from my higher self, my ancestors, guides. And I want to share with you because many of the messages I've been gathering messages for years, and I finally want to share it with the world. This podcast is episode 1. As you can see, there is a drawing behind me. It is a message from the waters. I posted a video prior to this one sharing the inspiration and the drawing itself, and also a message that came with the drawing. So after this video, go and check out that first video. It's called Message from the Water. So this is not a live video. This is a pre-recording. I will be working on my live stream coming up soon. But every Wednesday, I'll be posting these pre-recorded podcast videos for you. And I hope that you get inspired. I hope that you also start tapping into your artistic abilities, because art heals. Expressing yourself is so important. As you talk about expressing yourself, when you think about how this world views art, it is underrated. And one of the reasons why I even created this podcast is to create awareness for alternative healing, which we also call alternative healthcare, wellness, health and wellness, and all of these fancy terms for natural healing. It's time for us to start to realize that art is so much more. It is so much more. On my healing journey, I have found that art helped me to stay grounded. It helped me to realize, other potential and what was laying dormant within me. And a lot of artists out there, they know how it feels, when you document your artwork and you look at it closely and realize there's messages in these artwork. There's an underlining meaning to that specific poetry, song, and whatever art medium you utilize. So, what inspires you? What kind of art inspires you? These are the topics that I will be diving deep with you, my subscribers. And I can't wait for us to start sharing the different beautiful ways that we express ourselves, that we get to engage with society via our arts. Get excited because you know what? Alternative healing is the new normal. You know what they call alternative healing, right? Natural healing. And natural healing expresses itself in many ways. Music, sound healing. We have Tai Chi. I do Qigong. I do therapeutics through art, poetry, and all these other things. Alternative healing is the new normal. And as the world catches up to it, us, the forerunners, we will continue to lead the way, inspiring this new generation to believe in the power of art, the power of expressing yourself authentically, not worrying about what other people think, being true to yourself, honest with yourself. Right? Now that's the podcast. This is where we are. This is who I am, and this is why I designed this podcast. A message from the waters. So this message I received from the primordial energies of the waters. This is depicted in this drawing that I'm going to share with you right now. And also, like I said, you could check out the video of me actually composing this piece. And there's some more information there. This was a channeled message from the elements of the water. And as we all know, at this time we are all experiencing a shifting consciousness, and a lot of our spiritual gifts are awakening. A lot of our talents are being reignited, and all the elements that we embody, they are being, what's the word? There is a kindling within us, right? And for the ones who understand what I'm talking about, it has been a journey, remembering who you are, remembering so many ancient wisdom, ancient knowledge that is being stirred within you. And this specific art piece, I honestly didn't even know what it was going to be when I started drawing it. And after I realized, I said, look, this is starting to look like something. And I realized this was a message from the water. And the next day I woke up and I went and grabbed my phone because I started to receive the message. And it was the day before, the day I did the drawing, I ran into a video of this young lady, and she was showing that she saw the Great Migration. She was in Africa, and she saw the Great Migration of. It looks like, I think, I can't remember what the creatures were, but it was beautiful. It was like, like when you watch Lion King and you saw all the herds were running down off the mountain. If I could find that video, I will put it in. I'll put it in, link it to this video. But it was so beautiful, and it reminded me of the drawing, because I felt like, the earth itself is speaking to us, and if we pay close attention, it is as if, and it's not is as if, it is the birthing of our consciousness. The physical representations of these side effects is what we are feeling, and it's expressing itself through our emotions. We are so connected, and we don't even realize it sometimes. And this is why I love when I draw, when I do my poetry and all these things. I love to document it. I love to really look at it, because there are hidden messages in the artwork that we do. So here is the drawing right here, and I'm going to bring it close that you can see what it looks like, and then you can also judge for yourself. What do you see in this piece? When I started this piece, I actually started like this. I started like this, and then I realized that the message was actually this way. I didn't even see until I turned it. I said, oh my goodness, if you could look closely, you can see that this is like the ocean right here. This is like a great mother fish. It looks like a mother to me. Gills, eyes, third eye. And here is like she's speaking. And the power of her words is emanating. Right here, my spirit told me this is like a portal. And the lines represent different paths. And if you look at the bottom, right here, one of the lines is traveling. And there's something about that. But you might see something completely different. I don't know what you see. You let me know in the comments. The primordial energies of water, the powerful force of the mother. When you think when a mother's about to give birth, there is a phase called the nesting phase. The nesting phase is where the mother starts to frantically put in place the things that must be in place for the child when the child is born. She starts cleaning, she starts to gather clothes, the stroller, all of the necessities that the child is going to need. And this is the nesting phase. The nesting phase that society is feeling at the core. So many people, right? So many people are going through symptoms that they don't understand. Spiritual symptoms. Let me tell you, that's a whole nother podcast, okay? We'll talk about my spiritual awakening on another day because that's a whole thing. It was as if I was dying, and I'm grateful I'm here. I'm here now, and I'm just glad that I can help others that are maybe just starting out on their spiritual journey, awakening to the realization that not only are we not alone, but we are interconnected, interrelated, and we are a part of a whole. Okay? So, back to the drawing. These are the intuitive channeled messages that we receive even from the elements around us. They speak to us through the wind. They speak to us when we ground ourselves. When we take the time to acknowledge the very elements around us, remembering that we are one with the earth, we are one with the cosmos at the micro level and at the macro level. You see, the problem is we are thinking too small. We have to take a step back, learn to reconnect ourselves. We are so connected to the superficial things, forgetting where it all started, forgetting that all the elements around us are primordial. And primordial, what does that mean? Primo means first. They came first. And so, therefore, they are the foundational piece of life here on this planet, here in this multidimensional world that we live in. And if I lost you with any of those fancy words, that's okay. I started with nothing. I started with, the ancestors just dropping little bits and pieces of knowledge, and I just kept on doing my research. I just kept on being inspired and wanting to learn more because I knew something was missing. And I went down the rabbit hole, not gonna lie. I went down a rabbit hole. I went down the rabbit hole, but I was able to. I wouldn't even say I was able because I was the information came to me through people, inspiration, all those other people that are brave enough to share, all those other people that are stepping out, sharing the knowledge with others, the knowledge that was suppressed, the knowledge that so many people literally lost their lives to share. We are now here sharing it with others, you know? On my other channel, I also share inspiration when it comes on to self-healing regarding Qigong, the sacred practice of utilizing your own energy to heal your physical body. And in the video I told you about a message from the waters, it also speaks about the meridians. The meridians, the earth has meridians. These are the ley lines. These are systems of energy that are traveling in specific directions on planet Earth. And this image here that I just shared with you, there is a message regarding the energies of the waters on planet Earth. Is there a specific meridian that is hidden in the message of this drawing? Well, that will reveal itself in time. But before anything happens on Mother Earth, we are always warned previously. And so this is why I'm just so happy to share with you in advance a message from the waters. Let us connect with the elements of the waters, the feminine energies within us. It governs our vitality. It governs our health. The mother represents nurturing. The mother represents the protection of the children. We are the children of Mother Earth, right? And when the mother speaks, she wants to remind us, how are we nurturing ourselves? How are we nurturing planet Earth? How are we nurturing our spiritual health? Are we taking time to go within? Are we taking time to analyze our lives, ensuring that we are doing the best we can as individuals? A message from the waters. The waters it represents our deep subconscious mind. What are the things we are suppressing? What are the things that we are hiding deeply within our spirit? As a society, we try to pretend. We try to hide what is going wrong. We try to disregard the fact that we could do better. We could do so much better. And when you really think about it, the mother also represents children, the waters giving birth. What are we doing for the youth? Are we ensuring that we are protecting the upcoming generation from trauma that they do not deserve to carry? Are we as adults working on releasing the things that no longer serve us, that the children get to live in a world where they can breathe, where they can feel safe, where we are building communities, where children can know that I can trust my neighbors. I can trust the people in my community. See, the waters represent so many aspects of our lives, and so does all the elements. But when the water speaks, we must look deeply within the message. What is she trying to say? And so I will leave it there. This was a channeled message from the waters. And so let us utilize our gifts to heal ourselves. Let us utilize our artistic gifts to create a world where you don't feel suppressed, ostracized because your gift is different. You're kind of weird, like me. You know what I'm saying? I have found that, you know what? I stopped caring. Because no matter what you do, somebody is going to have a problem with it. You could be the most cookie cutter person in the world, and somebody still has a freaking problem with it. Ain't nobody got no time for that. Definitely not on my podcast. Because I'm here because, like I said, art gets me excited. Music, poetry, all of the above. And I'm here not to stifle the art within, but to inspire other artists, knowing that there is communities out here as we build together, sharing what we love, talking about it, and inspiring a nation of authentic, loving, kind, balanced human beings on this planet, divine beings, sovereign in all of our ways. I'm so grateful that you were able to join me. And if you listen to me until this far, I'm so grateful. I appreciate you, and I can't wait to see what you saw in this drawing. Don't forget to check out the other video, A Message from the Waters, as well as checking the link in my bio. You will see my link tree to all my other social medias where I share alternative wellness such as Qigong and all those beautiful therapeutics. It's been nice, and I hope to see you next time on Prophetic Art.